What? I have absolutely no idea what it is I just saw. Okay. Here's hoping that makes more sense as we go. Hey, Apollo! Look on TV! Look! Yeah, I'm kind of busy. Ah, look at that! He's the last Grammary! Alright, amazing! Apollo! You should be watching this! Ow, ow, what? I was writing about our last case in my journal. Lawyers are supposed to write things in records, Apollo, not journals. Why are we judging what we call the log? And why now? That case was 3 months ago. Hey, it's a long story. I did a lot, you know? I want to vacuum pack the feel of the moment for later. Right now, I'm wowing the crowd by figuring out how the siren disappeared. That's right, Uncle Fallon did that illusion too. But you're missing him on TV right now. I'm just getting to the good part. I suppose I should watch a little TV with her, if for no other reason than to placate her. After all, her father's expecting me to look after her while he's away. Oh, okay. So Apollo does sleep on the couch. What you're now seeing is a rehearsal for the greatest magic show on Earth.
Magic!
Happening right here at our very own Sunshine Coliseum. Oh, dang. That place again? The Sunshine Coliseum? That's where the Governor's concert was, and apparently many other functions. Only 3 more days until miracles happen here, right before your unbelieving eyes. Or maybe your eyes do believe. I don't know. I'm not really paid to care. The legendary troupe Grammary is performing for the first time in 7 years. That's... Oh. Hey, wait a second! Anybody else notice something interesting about everything about this picture? Wait a second. Okay, all right. Let's let the game. But yeah, okay. That's gonna be great. I'm so there. You and Daddy are coming too. Legendary Grammaries. If Trucy's real father were still alive, he'd be on that stage performing miracles. I've got the tickets and everything. Here's yours, Apollo. Oh, dang. Oh. Thank you. Ah, squeak! Hang on. Before we go and figure out what our gigantic rat problem, hang on a second here. $70? Damn. They better have some big chewy pretzels or something, otherwise that's a ripoff. Anyway, okay, let's deal with the big rat. Ah, you're here. Working hard or hardly working? The man! Hey, how you been? Hi there, stranger. Not exactly the kind of greeting I'd want to hear from my own kid. Though he has been gone a long time. Well, how goes it, Trucy? Here, got a present for you. Yay, pudding! She loves pudding. It's farm fresh. Nep approves. And not just one pudding, but 3 whole cups. I'll have to pace myself, otherwise I'm gonna go into a pudding coma again, and we wouldn't want to have that. Not after the damage I did to the bathtub. Well, I'm beat. That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. You've got to take it easy with the secrets, you know. All right, you are. So, you still can't tell us what your mission is? Maybe it is time. It has something to do with you, anyway. Huh? With me? Ooh! Maybe you're getting a top secret mission, too. Maybe you can be one of those guys. A spy. Can't I just be a defense attorney? No. To be honest, telling you about the mission was my whole reason for coming here today. What? Tell me. You've heard of the jurist system, yeah? Yeah, but up to this exact moment, I kind of figured it was a bit of a foreign concept to the Ace Attorney's universe. The jurist system? That's right. The new legal system everyone's talking about. Have you heard of it, Apollo? Huh? Maybe? It's the hit new sensation that's sweeping the nation. Maybe not as many people are talking about it as I thought. Jurist system, huh? Okay, that sounds like a massive upheaval of how everything works. Hold up, let's talk about it. So, Daddy, what's this jurist system thing? Well, Trucy, do you know what a jury is? I've heard of it. Isn't that those people who sit in court in those old courtroom dramas? The ones who get to decide if a guy's innocent or guilty. Do you know Apollo? Only from TV. It's 12 people chosen from the community, right? Well, they're thinking about reviving that system. They're calling the new system the jurist system. No more doing whatever you like, Your Honor. Not quite that harsh. The jurists cooperate with the judge. They help analyze the case from different angles. There'll be only 6 of them under the current proposal, right? Wow, you know your stuff, Apollo. I know some things. I passed the bar. Get off me. Their findings directly affect the verdict. Hopefully, people will start taking the courts a little more seriously now. I feel like I'm on some kind of educational TV show, starring Dr. Wright. That's a land developer. Dr. Wright is Assistant Trucy. And his mascot, Apollo. The perfect team. Hey! So, now I'm thinking of Apollo as like a mascot suit. And he's inside it. Oh, that'd be funny. What is this secret mission? The jurist system is my mission. More or less. Anyway, keep in mind that new ideas like this system are always risky, Apollo. Too true, too true. Everyone's got an opinion, and they just talk and nothing gets decided. Kinda like you, Apollo. I'm not that bad, am I? In any case, sidestepping that entire land minefield, we're not dealing with that. We're gonna give it a shot. A test, if you will. I don't like tests. Nobody does. I'll take a case as a sample and choose 6 jurists. I'll be the one helping with that process, incidentally. Helping how? I thought you didn't have any sway in the legal world anymore. Well, for one, I'll be chair of the Jurist System Simulated Court Committee. The chair constructs the ideal situation, choosing the case, the jurist candidates, even the judge in the courtroom. I'm willing to bet it's probably going to be the exact same courtroom and judge we always have, but that's besides the point. Wow, it's like you have a real job. Wow, okay, that's definitely one way to say it. I was never that good at the piano, to be honest. Once a lawyer, always a lawyer, I guess. The trial's tomorrow, by the way. Don't miss it. The trial simulation, that is. A simulation, huh? Sounds interesting. Are we gonna go into the Matrix? So, what kind of case is the trial simulation about? Apollo, look me in the eyes and ask that question again. What do you think? Well, since it's the first run-through of a new system, I wanted something simple, so, you know, homicide. Good thinking. No sense wearing yourself out on something too serious. True. The case is a murder. That's not simple at all! Honestly, for this universe, it kinda is at this point. Like, can we even pretend otherwise anymore? Murder? Seriously, Jessica Fletcher would think that this place was a little uninhabitable. just a little hostile to live in. Like, what the hell? Everyone's dropping like flies. Every 2 to 3 weeks, someone's getting murdered. By simple, did you mean that the defendant is guilty? Yes, most likely. So, good luck, Apollo. With what? With the trial tomorrow. You're defending, of course. Recall that I said it had something to do with you. Go for it, Apollo! It's just a test case anyway, no sweat. Yeah, but there's still a verdict to be decided. And a potentially serious sentence. The most serious in a worst-case scenario. So, the death sentence? You mean the verdict's for real? That's not a test trial, that's a real trial. All the forms have been filed. There's no turning back now. The trial begins tomorrow at 10 a.m. Hope you can make room in your schedule. Why am I only hearing about this now? Yeah, there was a change this morning. I picked a new case. Something that happened last night. Okay, well, hang on. Let's talk about Valent first, I guess.
Magic!
Hey, Apollo! I know you're all excited about that secret mission. So what about this? The Troop No, it's like Gregory, but with Graham. Grammary. Troop Grammary Grand Magic Show. Huh? Oh, right, the card tricks. They're not card tricks! They're grand illusions! Miracles! The apocalypse! Heaven and earth will shake! So what? That's 3 whole days from now. It's at Sunshine Coliseum! Let's go today! We can say hi to Uncle Valent. Have fun. I can't go by myself. You know I'm not very outgoing. What? Right. Why not go with her? But what about the secret mission? Oh, don't worry about that. You'll hear all about it tomorrow regardless. I don't trust that smile. He knows something that he's not telling me. I feel like he's had that expression since we've re-met him, so yeah. Yippee! Now you can take me to the Coliseum! Suppose it wouldn't kill me to pop over there. He'll do anything she wants, ultimately. Ah, Gramarye. That reminds me. What's this, Daddy? Isn't that Silk Hat the Gramarye seal? Consider it a birthday present, Juicy. Thanks, it's great. But today isn't my birthday. Good point. What day is it today, Apollo? Huh? Today? I think it's Recycle Your Plastics Day. And it's a Recycle Your Plastics present. Yippee! So it's plastic! I've given up trying to understand them. It's much easier that way. They are a silly duo, but I enjoy them immensely. Phoenix is clearly an amazing dad, and I'm living for it. So, what is it? Can I open it, Dad? No. Oh, damn, that's a sour face. Huh? You'll need that envelope someday. Someday soon. Don't open it until then. Well, why didn't you just hold on to it until then? Because that would be the logical thing to do, and he's Phoenix Wright 2.0! He has a hat and a hoodie, and he's very vague about things! Cool. An envelope about the Gramarys, huh? So we still not gonna... We still not gonna talk about this? Or, okay, alright. Because that was a very interesting photo. Alright, so, what case are you going to use? You really want to know, don't you? Of course I do! I mean, I'm going to be defending, aren't I? Shouldn't I know literally anything? If all goes well, then yes. Of course, this is just a test. We wanted everyone to start without preconceptions. A blank slate, as it were. There's a difference between having a blank slate and just being totally clueless. I mean, was it though? I don't know. Whose dumb idea was that anyway? Oh, it was mine. Committee chair, remember? Oh. Well, if you want to know that badly, I suppose, I could give you permission to examine the scene of the crime. Good! That's better! But you can't talk to anyone involved with the case. What? Then how am I supposed to defend? You let me worry about the details there. Remember, I'm in charge of this trial. All of it. But you don't want it to backfire, do you? Apollo, if I'm in charge of the whole trial, that means the entire affair is my responsibility. For good or for bad. That serious face is actually kind of unnerving. Just do what you can. And don't worry. I know what I'm doing. Alright. I'd recommend going down to the detention center. Your client's waiting for you. You can ask about the scene there. But you just said I couldn't talk to anyone involved. Oh, you can talk to your client. If you can get her to talk. That's ominous. Well, time's a-wasting. Okie dokie. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am full of questions. Anyway, I just want to check out the plant. It intrigues you, doesn't it? Not really. It's just the only thing in here that doesn't have some secret function. No secrets, but lots of memories. And a name, too. Want to hear it? Not really. His name is Charlie, if you were curious. Really, I wasn't. Well, you need to be. You're going to be working here for the rest of your goddamn life, and you're probably going to end up taking care of that plant long after Phoenix is gone. So, start appreciating it. That's what I have to say, goddammit. All right. Interesting. All right, then fine. I guess we'll mosey on over to the detention center. So, let's see. Why can't I talk to you? Or rather, why won't you talk to me? Language barrier? Are you shy? Or what's the deal? Do you not have a mouth? Is it sewn shut? What are we looking at here? That's 20 minutes we've been waiting here. 20 minutes! Maybe I should complain. I'm sure that guard has better things to do than stand there pretending he doesn't see us. That one character is probably the most consistent presence in this franchise, aside from Phoenix and the Judge. And we don't even know their name. I'm gonna name him Terry. You know, the minute we get angry, the client will show. It always works that way. Like shouting, "Oh, waiter," and they're standing right behind you. Oh, God! Is our client gonna be much longer? What are you talking about? Haven't you already started the meeting yet? Eh? Oh. Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ! Where did you come from? Well, anyway, please have a seat. Ooh, a sketchbook. Although, dang, those are the eyes of a gal who have definitely seen some things. I'm nervous, Apollo. It's the silence. It builds suspense. Why don't you do something, Trucy? You're a magician, aren't you? That's right. Oh, okay. Bada bang boom! I'm the amazing Mr. Hats! Oh. Oh, dear God, I killed her! She passed out! Miss Magic Underwear might have been a better bet. That's magic panties, Apollo! Get it right! The terminology is important. Okay, I noticed that you also fell over backwards in the courtroom. I'm not entirely sure about the time frame of that. I get the overwhelming impression this is going to be one of those situations where we ain't going to get any information. But, I guess we'll try. Hi. Well, I'm your defense. I really think it has to be fate, you know? And by fate, I mean destiny. Did you know I'm good with astrology? Tell me, what's your sign? Did you really just try to ask a girl what her sign is? Good lord, what are you, a Z-grade pickup artist? Jesus Christ, dude. I could tell you mine if you'd like, Apollo. No, never mind. I just got carried away there. I seem destined to get difficult clients, it seems. I mean, that just comes with the territory, brother! So, what's your name? Oh, right, I'm supposed to introduce myself first. I'm Apollo. Apollo Justice. And I'm Trucy Wright. I know. This is getting nowhere fast. Hey, I know. Maybe you can tell us what happens? I'm your defense attorney after all. I almost want to say, I don't know. Honestly, looking into her face, just the way she's being conveyed here, it almost feels like she's seen some things that are, like, really messing with her. Like, maybe some sort of trauma-induced lack of being able to speak? I mean, I'm just kind of spitballing here, but I don't know. She just looks like she's been through some stuff. Anything out of the ordinary happened lately? Well, the other day, this tourist from out of town stopped to ask me directions. Later, Trucy. I feel like I need to ask directions myself here. Well, that was fruitless. Seriously, not even an avocado. And I don't even know if that's a fruit. I think I understand despair a little better now. Please don't say that word. God, I hate that word. You did good, Apollo. Considering... The hell's that? Look! She's doing her nails! What? Are nails more important than defense? Is that it? Let's go, Trucy. That seemed important. Excuse me? Ah! Jesus! Could you read this? Sure? Vera Masham? I feel like a teenager on a first date. Yeah, I bet you do. And this is the love letter we passed from desk to desk at school. What's the implication there, my guy? Stop looking so wistful and read it, Apollo. Stop lamenting the fact that you've never had a girlfriend and read the damn note card. It's a business card with a name and an address. The name is Vera Masham? The address is for Drew's studio. Okay. Defendant? Oh, that's the defendant's bit. So then your name is Vera Masham. And you're giving me this card because... Alright then, fair enough. Looks like we're finished here. I wonder if Drew's studio is the scene of the crime. Well, let's go find out. May as well. Hang on, let me, I wonder if I could present this to him. Ah, presenting, are we? I did my fair share of that back in the day. Showed my attorney's badge a lot, too. He may look cool. I always forget to do that. He may look cool and calm now, but you should have seen him before. You know me too well, Trucy. Glad I provided this opportunity for a little family bonding. Sure, you know what? Why not? Oh. Wow. Huh. I really thought that would have given me a different result. Alright, fair enough. Alright. Before we go to Drew's studio, I want to go to the Coliseum. Huh. That same dog is here. Although the dump truck that Gavin uses is gone, so that's fun. Woo! This is it, Apollo! The place where magic and dreams converge. Just a while ago, it was the place where murder and nightmares converged. Let's go say hi to Uncle Valen. What about the case? Only a performer laughs like that. Or a psychopath, but, you know, sometimes those are the same thing.
Magic!
The young Miss Trucy! How often I hoped we'd meet again, only to tell myself it was an impossible dream. Uncle Valen, how's it going? Bounce. I'm glad to see you too, Bounce. Of course you are. I am a golden god! Humility is definitely not one of his stronger traits. Well, Miss Trucy, how does the day find you? If you've come to give me flowers, do it after the show, I beg you. Actually, we came to wish you good luck. And congratulations on your big magic show, Bounce. Oh, but it is I who wish to congratulate you. Not everyone is so lucky as to witness miracles such as the ones I shall perform. Yeah, you're amazing. We get the picture. The world will watch in wonderment as Magnifi's illusions are reborn. Here on stage by my hand. Alright then, I guess we'll talk about it. Even if you are kind of exhausting. Everyone's talking about the big magic show. Is it true that the Gramarye miracle is back after a 7-year absence? I'm not gonna forget how to say the dang name. Miss Trucy, I must apologize. This show and this honor should have been his. Daddy. My co-magician in training, Zach Gramarye. If that terrible thing hadn't... It's okay. Your father was a great magician, Trucy. If he were alive, then I, Valiant Gramarye, would have been proud to stand upon this stage as his assistant. Thanks, Uncle Valiant. You know, I'm happy you're doing the show. To think, we get to see the great Magnifi's illusions again. She really is looking forward to this, isn't she? Of course she is, dude! Was she being subtle before? God, get the rocks out of your head. I ain't good with women, but come on. Trucy is not a hard girl to get. My mentor, the magnificent Magnifi Gramarye, yes, was a true deity among magicians. A creator god who gave birth to magic and illusions that defied our very imaginations. I mean, sure, it was unspeakably gross to watch him do it on stage, but, I mean, miracle of birth and all that, I guess. I was so little when I last saw one, but I still remember his shows. He did wheelies in a sports car through the air above the audience, and then sped off to outer space faster than the speed of sound. Wow, really? The speed of sound? It's gonna take a while to get to space from that speed. I'm guessing that memory was a bit embellished. For 7 long years, the world has been waiting for a miracle to match his. As heir to the Gramarye troop secrets, it falls to me to provide one. It is my God-given destiny! Yes! You, nameless face who speaks for the nameless masses, how can I help you? If the world was waiting, why did you hold off for 7 years? It appears the lad is uninformed. Perhaps you have heard of the magic known as law, which governs our lands? I have, though I'm not sure it qualifies as magic. The performance of Magnifi's miracle was impossible. A certain law prevented it for 7 years, but no more. The trick he came up with became illegal? 7 years. That phrase sure likes to pop up, doesn't it? It sure does. And why was that? A little matter called performance rights, Miss Trucy. All right, well, I'm listening. Can you tell us about these performance rights? I mean, I guess I don't want to, but sure. Magnifi's magic relied on an incredible innovative, a trick, if you will. That trick was considered his property, and as such was protected by property laws. Intellectual property, maybe? Magnifi knew this and bequeathed it in his will to one person. You mean him? Yes. Miss Trucy, it was your father. Zach Gramarye was the inheritor of the Gramarye miracle. Daddy. Whoa, I haven't seen that expression from you in a while. Yet, as you well know, he is gone. Dead. Dead. Do you know that, Trucy? I'm gonna keep saying it. He disappeared suddenly 7 years ago. I think I see where this story is going. So... Okay. So, I mean... Missing, but then... I assumed the deaded, and considering the picture I saw, he is definitely... Like... How long am I gonna have to hold off talking about what I saw in that photo of the Gramarye troupe? Like, you all saw it too, right? They're considered legally deceased, correct? Hang on. I accidentally hit a thingy. Let's see. Once a person is classified missing for a certain period of time, they're considered legally deceased. In all absoluteness, those rolled-up sleeves conceal your competence well, young man. That certain period of time of which you speak is 7 years. Ah! Yes, Miss Trucy. Though it pains me to say it, this past spring, April to be precise, was the time your father was legally declared deceased. In the absence of a formal will, the secrets of our mighty mentor, Magnifi, passed to me. This was, in fact, stipulated in the will by Magnifi himself. Is that how it works, Apollo? Yeah, it's called death in absentia. He's declared missing permanently. Daddy. He certainly is going to be disappeared permanently. Yeah, unless it's a... Like, what am I supposed to do? Not talk about it? I don't know. Alright, maybe we can talk about the show itself. A challenge, is it? You want me to make that disappear? Very well. Give it to me. Yeah, no. Are all magicians like this? Apollo, what was that look just now? I was just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. Maybe he knows this. I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Aha! Why, that bears the Gramarye seal. Uncle Ballant? The music just got super intense. What the crap? Is something wrong? Trucy, where did you get this? Huh? Daddy gave it to me? My partner? No. My other daddy. Phoenix Wright. Why would your Lord Daddy... Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic things a little bit. And also, I already felt kind of uncomfortable saying Daddy. I don't need to be saying Lord Daddy. That's somehow even worse. The signature on upon the back. Do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gramarye. Ah, what? Daddy signed this? Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. What's in this envelope? Okay. Noted. Hey, how about we head over to that Drew studio? I'm suddenly feeling a whole lot less comfortable. Ooh, a pufferfish. That's nice. Wow, this looks like... It looks like a studio. It's like life imitating art. Or maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. But the tape on the ground there, that's a bit jarring. Yeah, looks like we found our crime scene. Apollo, look at all those paintings. It's a pufferfish. Hey, don't touch those. That's okay, I'm just looking. Ugh. Modern art. Now that's a good one, though. I like that one. That one's okay. Is that a giant peach in a river? Apollo, look at this one. Looks half finished. You can still see the rough sketch underneath. But that's odd. The rough part doesn't look like the rest of the painting at all. Yeah, good point. That is odd. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Interesting. I got the landscape. All the paintings have a really different style, too. Hang on a second. So, okay, I got all 3 paintings. Interesting. That bit in the middle is supposed to be a person. Fascinating. Okay. Ah! I thought I might find you two here. Emma! Long time no see, girl! Why don't you ever hang out? Oh, seems like I run into you far too often. I'll bet I know why you're here too. You know about the trial simulation tomorrow? I heard about it, sure. So Mr. Wright chose you, huh? You don't even know what the case is about. Well, he was killed. The artist who owns the studio, that is. Mr. Drew Masham. Okay. Masham. And his daughter was put under arrest. Yeah, we just saw her at the detention center. Real friendly sort. It was funny, though. She seemed more like a victim than the kind of person who could commit murder. You don't say. Not even by poisoning? That's how it was done, you know. Poisoning's a common way to get the job done when the murderer is a woman. Thanks for sharing? Poisoning? Anyway. Did you guys know that women tend to poison men? Or just people in general? I thought that was fun. Anyway, Mr. Wright told me you'd be coming. Feel free to take a look around. I don't give a damn. I'll just be over here with my snackoos. We can't talk to anyone related to the case this time around. Which means we'd better find out as much as we can here at the scene. Or else. Otherwise, we're in for a big ol' hamdinger of a problem. So this, Drew Masham was some kind of artist? Wait. Drew Masham. Like, draw a sham? Sham art? Is that where I'm trying to, is that what you're trying to give me here? Apparently. Did a lot of illustrations for books, I hear. Had a lot of female fans, too, for what it's worth. Oh? Well, I guess his stuff is kind of pretty. Like that oil painting over there, for instance. Yeah. That wasn't one of his illustrations, actually. So, it was a standalone painting or something? Is that what she means? He was an odd bird, Masham. Hadn't shown his face to anyone until the end. What do you mean, to anyone? He was always locked up away in the studio, apparently. His only connection to the outside world was through letters he'd put in that letterbox there. Letters? Do people still write letters? What do you mean, Apollo? I mean, when was the last time you wrote a real letter? Don't most people use email and stuff these days? At least that one guy in the luchador mask always tends to do so. Not Mr. Masham. Couldn't stand technology, it seems. He did everything by mail. Maybe he thought that way was more artistic, you know? Oh boy, my roster of evidence is already getting a little packed. In any case, the only person beside him allowed in here was his daughter, Vera. Oh, you mean the killer. The suspects, please. We took some fingerprints, of course. The only ones found in the room were Mr. Masham and Vera's, basically. Basically? Actually, last night, Mr. Masham gave an interview to a reporter for the first time. It happened during the interview, apparently. His first interview ever? Could you tell us a bit more about what happened that night of the murder? Mayhaps. So, this woman, Vera, what the heck's up with her? She's Mr. Masham's daughter, right? Yep. A real sickly girl ever since she was little. Hardly ever went outside. She does have that complexion about her. She did kind of give off a withdrawn sort of aura. And just a general existence in general. She was homeschooled by her father, apparently. It was quite a scene when they took her to the detention center. She was screaming about how she'd die if they took her outside. That does sound like a scene. In the end, she agreed to leave if she was allowed her good luck charm for company. Her good luck charm? Apparently she has this charm that magically gives her the courage to go outside. Why can't I ever get a normal client? I mean, I don't know how often that's even feasible, dude. But why would a shut-in daughter kill her own dad? Don't look at me. What makes you think I know? So, about the poison. It was found to be in his coffee, right? No, not precisely. Not precisely? What does that mean? It means see for yourself, I think. Alright, well, we can do that too. Like I said, last night was the first time someone from the outside came into this studio. I guess mysterious painters who never go outside make for good articles. And it just so happened that he died the night of his first interview. That's suspicious. At around 9 p.m. every night, Vera always made him a cup of coffee, which is weird to drink at 9 p.m., but whatever. Last night he drank his usual coffee and suddenly became violently ill. And died? Just like that? She poisoned him on the night of his interview? Wouldn't the reporter see? He wasn't near Mr. Masham when she brought her father his coffee. Whoa! I didn't even see that half of the room. He was checking out some equipment in the back of the room. Supposedly, that's why she didn't notice he was there. It was the reporter who called the police, in fact. Wait, but why is she the suspect? If anyone is suspicious, it's the reporter. Yeah, the reporter never got near Mr. Masham's coffee. Even Vera acknowledges that. Regardless, I want to know more about this reporter. And it's not an option, unfortunately. Alright then, well, let's take a look at that there coffee. Ah, that's the victim's coffee mug. Aha! So the poison was in here. This is my first time seeing a real poisoned mug of coffee. Bounce. You're way too happy about that. Bounce. I would hope so. Poisoned coffee? Not exactly, actually. What do you mean? No traces of poison were found in the coffee. Ah! You'll have to figure out the rest yourself. I'm officially not on your side after all. Aw, but we're friends. We're friends, Emma. Oh. Alright, let me see something here. Does it really actually say Masham? Oh, so it does. I mean, style-ly. Did that coffee harden? Huh, weird. Okay, what about this painting hidden behind this here little stand? Hey, there's a painting hidden back here. Hey, you're right. What if it's embarrassing somehow and he didn't want anyone to see it? You certainly seem pleased by that possibility. That's how the true sea do. It's so normal. It also looks like the unfinished one. That's hardly something to get mad about. Huh? What is it, Apollo? Well, doesn't this painting look like... never mind. I'd better get a professional opinion on this. Okay, so... I'm just gonna throw out a wild guess here, given his name is Drew Masham. I'm seeing, and the evidence of what I just bore witness to this exact moment. I'm gonna go ahead and say that and his name was Drew, correct? Wait, that is, yes, okay, all right. I believe he was a forger. I believe he makes art forgeries. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I don't know if it's supposed to be incredibly obvious, or if I'm reading too much into something, or what, but, there you go, I suppose. Anyway, anything going on in the letterbox? The letterbox looks funny sitting inside a room like this. Let's take a look. A book look. Empty. The other half of that letterbox is actually connected to the outside of the studio. Mr. Masham would put his letters in there, and the postman took them away. Impressive that someone still writes letters in this day and age. Or wrote, rather. Trucy, you're literally... You said that it was weird. Alright, you know what, whatever. Whatever, you strange girl. Apollo. That's where the body was. That's the spot where Mr. Drew Masham passed away. He put the coffee mug to his lips, and the next moment, wham! There's quite a bit of paint on the ground. See that half-painted painting there? He must have been working on that right up to the moment he died. Wow, a true artist to the end. Or maybe he started a year ago and was procrastinating. Meh, wouldn't that be a mood? Actually, unlike a lot of artists, I tend to not procrastinate. I usually, if I start something, I generally finish it, for better or worse. No clues here. Oh, well, thanks for that. Okay, fine. What about this? I wouldn't mind taking a closer look at those paintings. Oh, okay. I just love oils, you know? How they're so thick. Is that the word? No, it is not. These paints are all dry. I'm just surprised at how different these all are. They are varying in, styles, that's for sure. What's up going on with this half-finished one? Must have been a work in progress. You can still see the rough sketch below. That's what's so weird. The sketch part doesn't really fit the finished parts. I noticed. That is weird. It's weird as hell. Ah, the other cup. I imagine this coffee cup was for guests to use. Guests? Did the police already analyze this cup too? Not a trace of poison was found on that cup. So the killer was after Drew Shamalone. Shamamalonum. Shamalamalone. Shamalamadingu. Alright, looks like we got everything. Let's look at all of this freaking mess. What am I? God, what is that a frog? What is all this equipment here for? Doesn't look very artistic, really. This looks like science! He had everything from a lathe to a laser cutter. Now that is art. Hardcore. Looks like he was ready to work on metals and wood, too. Though his equipment's a bit old, to tell the truth. Why would a painter need all this? From the dust, I'd say he hadn't used this stuff for years. This corner doesn't fit with the rest of the studio at all. Oh, do you think I could borrow this? I want to cut a quarter in half to make a trick coin. This is a crime scene, Trucy. These cost like 50 bucks at the magic shop. You dork. Is this desk for painting, Apollo? That would be a drafting table. Drafting? To go to war? Basically, it's a tool for making precise diagrams. Wow, painting is harder than I thought. Girl, you have no idea. Why would a painter need a drafting table? Is he an architect too? People are allowed hobbies. Let's look at all this. Let's take a closer look at this desk here. Ooh, I am all up in there. All right, well, first things first. What is up with that dude's head? So this is Drew Masham? And this little girl must be Vera. Yeah, they took that some years ago. And look close. Happy little family. Until you arrested his daughter. Yeah. Look, I was personally against that, okay? She just didn't seem very suspicious. Scientifically speaking. Right. And hey, it's one of those little anatomy dolls. Great if you want to draw things with actual proportionate body parts. If you're rocking with a style that doesn't include that, then you're kind of out of luck. Something about the way this figure is posed. I've seen that pose before. Oh, hey, you're right. It's you, Apollo. See, you're making one of your flamboyant gestures. Did a magician really just go and say that? Please, I am a professional. I wonder why it's posed like that. Coincidence? Possibly. Is this a journal? Wow, talk about a clue. Let's read it. What is it, Apollo? He didn't write the name of the killer, did he? It's new. He didn't write a single line. Ah, you had me going for a while there. Unfortunate. What's this? Ooh, cute. Look at the tiny frame, Apollo. Tiny is right. That thing's barely 2 inches high. What picture would fit in that? None, apparently. It's empty. There's no glass in it either. What's it doing sitting on the desk? This is a lesson for us all. Be sure to check the size when you buy frames. Whether that be for art or glasses. Let me tell you. Get those dimensions proper, people. Hey, Apollo, what's this feather thingy? Isn't that a pen? Like an old-fashioned quill pen? That doesn't have a pointy end. That was most likely for sweeping detritus off the desk. Wow, you sure know a lot, Emma. Bold and scientific, that's my motto. Dang straight. Exactly what about that was bold or scientific? Don't sass her, she's happy. She spent so much time being mopey and sad. Let her have this. This envelope has been opened and resealed. Emma! Oh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. No, you're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago. Why would someone open a letter, then seal it again? I'd better steal this. And it's mine now. Thank you. Alright. You got everything then? Sure looks that way to me. Alright, so... Interesting. What about all these paints? Look at all these paints! Apollo, there's so many! Yeah, sorry about that. He's got like 20 kinds of red. We could repaint your suit, Apollo. How about this shade of green? That'll be enough of that, thanks. We don't have a green lawyer yet, so why not? Why not, I say? Alright, kinda... Wait, I just realized. Hated technology. Curious, isn't it? Okay, kind of seems like I've inspected just about everything there is to inspect. Let's talk about forensic science. I bet Elma could help us out here. Don't forget, flattery will get you everywhere with her, Apollo. Hey, Emma! You're hot. That's all I got. What are you two whispering about? Nothing! I was thinking. I mean, what is it we always do when we run into you at a crime scene? What is it we always do? Scientifically? Ah! You know me too well! Okay. Okay. Meaning we can get our scientific... This'll... You know, I swore I would never say this, but that almost actually kind of sounds like a euphemism. Oh, I suppose just this once. Bring me anything you find suspicious, and we'll check it out. Girl, you so great. Emma, you're awesome. Okay. Could we... I don't know. Okay, well, actually, first things first. I have... Honestly, all three of these things. Let's start with the coffee cup, then. So, Emma, about this coffee mug? I hope you aren't trying to grill me for information. You know I'm not talking. I suppose you are the detective here. Why don't you two take a look yourself? If you find a clue, I might not be unwilling to lend a hand. I think she's going to help us, Apollo. Yeah, she is. Let's check out the mug. Okay, well, I kind of thought I already did, but I didn't see anything too strange. No clues here. Oh, wait, what the? How did I miss that? The heck is this? Hey, look there. The stain doesn't look so healthy, Apollo. That must be the Blue Mountain stuff we've been hearing about. What? Something tells me that even Blue Mountain coffee isn't this blue. No, this stain is probably... Yeah, better ask Emma about that. All right, hang on. Let's take a look at this. No clues here. Nothing? Nada nada? All right. Then I want to also check out the other thingy. Oh, wow, that is a patchwork job if there ever was one. Apollo, look, it's been opened once here. You're right. I wonder if there's some way we can see what's inside. Should I try to get it open and then stick it back shut? Let's not tamper with the evidence, shall we? I've got a better idea. Emma! Let's ask her! She'll solve all our problems because she's great. Okay, let's see. Then how about we take a gander at this one real quick? Let's look at the weird draft part. Oh, look at this painting. You can see the rough sketch. Looks like it was only half completed. That's funny. Do the rough sketch and the finished painting look totally different to you too? They do, actually. What's that all about? And now I'm left to ponder a most ponderous thought indeed. What if I presented it to her? Emma, about this painting? Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it? Well, that's not what I wanted to ask you about. You want to examine it? Is that it? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry. I guess she wants us to do a little footwork on our own first. She wants to make sure that we can do things on our own before she sets us free like a mighty bird. It's honorable is what it is. All right, then. Let's for real, though. Let's start with the coffee mug. Emma, about this mug, there's a pale blue, residue on the rim. That? Yes, well, it's just a rumor. But I've heard there's a kind of coffee called Blue Mountain. I'm pretty sure it isn't actually blue, Emma. You don't know that? Oh, right. Okay, you got me. That's left over from my testing spray. Forensic science! I knew your hobby was behind this somehow, Emma. It's not a hobby, it's a passion. So what kind of scientific stuff are you up to? This spray, that's what. It turns blue when it touches poison. So the poison that killed the victim was on this mug? That's right. See? It wasn't in the coffee. The killer applied it to the rim of the mug itself. Wow, science is amazing. It certainly is helpful. Maybe Emma would be willing to help us out a bit more. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. They say flattery will get you everywhere. It's certainly worth talking to her a bit more. You are painfully attractive. I mean, what? No. About poison analysis. I was afraid you were going to ask about that. See, this solution is used to test for... Atroquinin? Atroquinin? I always say, sound it out. Atroquine? Atroquinine? It wouldn't go inine. That doesn't make any sense. Atroquinine? Quinine? I don't even know, man. Astro what? Whatever. It's the deadly poison found in the autopsy. Uh-oh. I know that spark in her eyes. She's getting excited. Best tread lightly. It's one of those most, It's a really good poison, but is absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes for the time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. Oh, and guess what? Recent research has shown that that's fine, really. We don't need to know all the gory details. I think I get it. You just spray this stuff on something you want to test, right? Precisely. You can find even the slightest trace of poison with this. I want to try it too, Emma. Pretty please? Oh, very well. You don't have to ask twice. I already used it on everything suspicious, of course. Yay! Let's give it a whirl, Apollo. Ah, God! What are you doing? I'm just seeing if I got a reaction off of you. How's this for a reaction? Never do that again! I'm not poisonous! Tell that to those hapless witnesses on the stand. Let's just get down to checking for real poison, shall we? You absolute butt. God. Okay. So you've checked for everything suspicious. What about the mailbox? Dang. What about this vase? What about this bucket? What about this art easel? What about these paintings? What about this thing? What about that thing? What about this thing? How about you? What about this? What about that? Fine. Oh, I see. So, if I'm not supposed to be checking the cup, I don't know, the doorknob, picture frame. I mean, something in here has got to be covered in poison. You'd think I would have run out by now. Let's be real. Well, something in here is poisonous, and I'm gonna find it, dang it! I was supposed to give up? Oh, okay. That's fun, thanks. Too bad. No reaction there. I'm sure Emma checked out all the likely spots. Wait a second. What is it, Apollo? Did you spray that little desk over there? I don't think so. The spray probably can't reach that far, you know. Let's check it out, just to be sure. Okay, well, if I had to guess anything, I want to test out that tiny frame. Hello? Hello? That's different. It's nice to see that that wasn't entirely pointless. The tiny frame did have a purpose. A reaction, Apollo. Where? The inside of that cute little frame. Look. Oh, would you look at that? Nice going, Trucy. I'm known to work magic. Never mind that I was the one who found it. Boy. Interesting. Why would the inside of that frame have poison on it? Looks like we found the only other place that was poisoned in any case. Hot diggity damn, son. Alright then, well, how about this envelope? Emma, about this. Oh, that. Yeah. Well, why is that, a bright red envelope? That is what that is. She sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? I mean, maybe. My lips are sealed. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You're a bit of a chatterbox sometimes. You mean, you know what's inside the envelope? Sure, I read it after all. You mean you were the one who ripped this open? Please. I would have steamed it open. Like a fine ham. Sorry. But you did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Which means... Oh, I really wish I got that on... Oh, I wish I could have taken a photo of that. I didn't realize she was going to smile like that. It was really pretty. Oh. Know that I have a powerful weapon on my side. Weapon? Yes! The use of tools! Highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. Emma, I think you're shockingly intelligent, and I also believe that the higher-ups that currently employ you are vastly underutilizing your talents. You deserve better than what you're getting, and I sincerely hope that you can one day actually acquire everything that you dream of. Considering just how incredibly talented you are in forensic science, it feels like an inevitability, but it really should have come to you significantly sooner. Hopefully the idiots in charge can one day actually see that and finally give you the respect you deserve. Also, about the envelope we found, I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning? You want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer. X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist or any other kind of medical place? That's right. At least that's what I call it. It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization... Ah, dang it! Oh, I took my hand off my controller for a second. I didn't think she was gonna smile again! Something. How am I supposed to remember all that? So, basically, it lets you see inside things, like envelopes. Bounce. That's right. You're sharp, Juicy. But it's a bit more complicated than that. In practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. Can I try it out, Emma? Please? Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself. Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo. Oh, it do be whirring. Ah, what are you doing? Oh, just seeing if I can see through your hair, but it's like lead. Point that thing at me anymore and I might all fall out. I wouldn't need an X-ray machine to see through it. Let's just get down to business. Alright, we've got Huns to fight. Right, let's test it out on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. That's weird, but okay. You set the sample in the device like so. I don't see anything. Patience! There's no need to get all antsy in your pantsy. Look at that right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope. Layer view? You got it set to display the outside of the envelope. Now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there with all of the R thingies for me, would you? Ooh, that's right. That's how you choose what depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something! See? That's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh? Except I can't read them. Just turn the dial a little more. What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see the paper is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.5 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers so it can only show what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if we can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit, if you would. Rubbing? Like with a touchscreen or something? Like going over the image with the L stick and holding A? Yeah, that's how that works. Huh. I can sort of kind of see something in there. There! That fixes the images on the screen. Now turn the dial again just a little. Oh, good. Now you can rub this image to fix it too. Yeah, I get it. We just keep doing this until we've got the whole thing. Exactly. Not bad. Neat. Let's do some more. I'm a-rubbing this thing. So I can already tell that it says try again. Seems a little unnecessary to keep doing this, but alright. Like, it's legible already. Oh, hang on. There we go. Now that's readable. Okay, let's print this one out. And boom shakalaka. Does this mean I have to buy another one to win? Well, it's Emma's ticket. Let's let her buy another one. It's okay. There's no need. But, see, this is the true hidden power of my weapon. Neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we? Sure. Sounds fun, honestly. Who knew science could be fun? Certainly not I. Alright. Let's do this thing. And hit him with a little bit of this. And then we hit him with a little bit more. Ooh, it's like some sort of cryptic message. cryptic message to Drew and Asham himself. Ooh, hang on. $100,000 in a designated account? Hold up. Hello? That looks important and interesting indeed. I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account. Please send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. Someone deposited $100,000 into his account? His paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look? You bet I do. If you're gonna read someone's mail, you might as well read it all. If you're gonna commit a felony, go all the way. Here goes with the second page then. I dig it. I dig it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This is fun. I am enjoying doing science with you. Alright. I feel like we're on the verge of discovering something here. Come on. A little bit more. There it is. Sign the papers and send in... Oh, okay, print it out. And send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings. Why all the secrecy, though? And what? Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right? Maybe it has some special significance to him? Well, Emma? Well, indeed. She knows something she's not telling us. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. Oh, Emma. So, Emma, I was wondering... Alright, fine, I'll finish the joke. Are you free? Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime? I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's gonna be a witness tomorrow, I hear. I thought so. I'll never forget that face. But what was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. Brushel? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter came for an interview with a painter. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Seems strange to you? Really strange. It does raise a few questions. I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could. Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician? Magician?! Well, if it's not Trucy, that leaves only one other person. The guy on the subway. It wasn't Valent Grammary by any chance, was it? Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear. So he's out interviewing Valent Grammary. Looks like I'll be heading out to the Coliseum again sooner than I thought. Here, I'll give you the reporter's card if you want. And I do. Thanks, Emma. Always a delight to talk to you. All right, let's head back to the Coliseum. Let's see. Now let's present this card. So, a journalist was here on a story. All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All pens seek to commit its mysteries to paper. His name was Brushel. Brushel? Brushel? Brushel. I think he remembers him. Doesn't look too happy about it. Brushel. That cloying smell of mint when he smiles. Yes. He smells like mint when he smiles? What? Could you tell us more about him? What did he want? Let's talk about it. A man by that name called on me just now. Just now? Valent's vision is always towards tomorrow. Valent's feet step always forward. That is all. That's all? Very confusing. I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had ears only for the incident. That incident? In any case, I requested that rapacious reporter remove himself. Oh boy. So a painter has died. What of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Grammary. That's a little cold, my guy. Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went? I recommend he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators. The detention center? He was a rude individual. Might I see that card? Sure. He would tear apart my respectability! I will tear him apart! Whew, here it comes, Apollo. Uncle Valent's big magic trick. Is he gonna fix the card? I'm not sure that qualifies as big magic. I think he just ripped it up because he hates him. What happened to the big magic? No magic today. Merely spite. Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped? He must have really not liked that journalist. Now, the time has come when I must return to make my prestidigation preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy. Thanks, Uncle Valent. 3 days from now, make her ready for a miracle. Don't tell me what to do. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valent react like that to this envelope? I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit. Wait. No, we're going back to Drew Studio. Hold up. Emma, I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Look, I'm a detective. A detective! You can't just ask me any old thing and expect an answer, okay? I think you need to be a little more focused in your inquiries. Scientific, even. Somehow I knew she'd get around to science. Well, I mean, it seemed like a good way to be able to find out what was inside it without actually having to open it, but okay. I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. No, not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here. Maybe that reporter? What in God's name am I looking at? Oh, those teeth. Okay. Wow. All right, well, somebody just overthrew Meekins as the most disturbing-looking dude on the witness stand. Hey there, how you doing? Who might you be? Sorry, we didn't know someone was already... That guy has a toothbrush in his pocket. Why? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna need to not look at him directly in the eyes. You? You're Justice? You? You know me? Do I know you? Of course I know you! Stares down witnesses on stand till they spill beans? End quote. That's not true! What's he writing? Are you a reporter by any chance? You're Trucy! Am I famous? Oh yeah! Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote. That's not true! So you do know how it comes off of as... Good Lord, Trucy. Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap this interview in a jiffy. Interview? So, guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding brooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote. No! How many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I got work to do. You deal with them. Did you come here to interview the guards? Ooh-wee! What a pickle! Accused wouldn't talk. Had to interview someone or go plumb crazy. End quote. Huh? Couldn't get anything out of her, huh? I should have guessed. Where's my manners? Name's Brushel. Spark Brushel. I'm not picky. Journalist just closes eyes. Writes. End quote. What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins? Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is. Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem. Madness. End quote. I can see that. He's writing something again. I don't think he's a reporter. Maybe he knows something. I guess we'll find out real fast. So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist? Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record here. Yes? I'm the interviewer, you understand? Yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. End quote. Oh, okay. For instance, you think a movie director watches movies? Well, I think he probably does. Exactly! I knew you'd understand. What? Okay, well, that accomplished nothing. So, the night of the murder, you were at Drew Studio? Who? Me? Look, let me state one thing for the record. Yes? I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy. Real busy. Always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back, end quote. I can understand the philosophy, but you want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone. All because you have to give them to the guy at the airport. True enough. But don't they give normal tickets away too? Exactly! See? It's the same thing! What is... Oh, boy. Poor Trucy. So, you went to do a story on Drew Masham, and he'd never had a story done about him before? A very Bill Watterson. That's right! Look, let me state one thing for the record here. What? I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source. What tipped me off to Drew? Why do the interview in the first place? Well, yeah. Look, it's like... Oh, I've got it. See, there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's gonna tell me where he got it? At the supermarket, maybe? Exactly! See? That's what I'm talking about! I think I may haven't actually understood that one. Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers. End quote! Right. Guess we'll leave then. Ow, but since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it. Sure, tell us. Just for the heck of it. Bounce. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with amazing ketchup. With an article in a tabloid caught my eye, called the Midnight Star, craziest thing. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealer's gallery. End quote. I believe it was. An oil painting? Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river. Someone stole an oil painting of a giant peach? Was it James? Journalists can smell better than burgers, or rather scoop rather than burger. Whatever, I smell bad too. Whatever, doesn't matter. You get my idea. End quote. I see. So, this painting? Ah, right. Let me go on the record here. Yes? I know what you're going to say. Brussel, take this. Write brilliant column. End quote. I don't think so. Look, buddy, I write brilliant columns about one thing, and that's food. Try to understand. What could he possibly be writing? He didn't listen to a word I said. Okay, what about this one then? Ah, right. Okay, no. Damn. Okay, so... Interesting. Maybe I have probable cause to use Emma's X-ray machine, assuming she's even here. Oh, she is! Oh, how'd it go? Find anything out? Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check with you. What's with that scary face you're making? What's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you've got going on, Emma? Looks like we're both making faces at each other right now, Emma. Anyway, let's give it ourselves, yeah. Okay, so... Do I like this? Emma, about this painting? Oh, that? Quite good. No, okay. Then the other one? This painting came from behind that dresser. Ah, yeah. So? It was stolen. No? Stolen! I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out. Do you think you could tell us a bit about this? Suppose. It's what you think. Drew Masham was a forger, and I ain't talking about your Lloyd or Anya. Let's go. A forger? Let's talk about it, why don't we? So, what exactly is a forger? Someone who forges. What kind of question is that? Well, basically, it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words. Fakes? Copies of an original. Exact copies. So precise you can't tell them apart. Well, why not just photocopy them? The big problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course. So, Drew Masham was crime man? Criminal? Yep, pretty much. He received money to create elaborate forgeries to supplement his work in illustration, I guess. I see. Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place. What do you mean? When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue. So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing. Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery. Not necessarily, anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like, after all? Well, yeah, I guess you would. That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces. I get it now. Not that I really needed to go to such lengths, seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway. Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Masham's rough sketches. Kinda like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking. True, that would be interesting, and maybe valuable for our case. You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say. Maybe I should ask Emma to help us out. Hey, Emma! I just think you're neat. Really do. So I guess we'll take a look at the paintings? I kind of wanted to see the rough sketch under this painting. I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick, because you're cool and smart and I need your help. Oh, fine, fine. Just this time, though. Let's check it out! I wanted the pufferfish. Pufferfish! Let's go. Alright. And spin. Whoa! We're spinning to winning up in here. What have we got around these here parts? That's interesting. It's a noodle stand? Okay, let's print this one out. What the hell? What the heck? Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. Devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing he wanted for the rough. What do you mean? Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch. Composition? In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch. But not what it looked like, though. I think I follow you. So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint out a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Masham was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? You know what I just remembered? Hang on. Possibly. Is there a problem with that? Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself is kinda odd. You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo. You think we could check out one of the other paintings? Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Yeah, and I also like spending time with you, but that's neither here nor there. Remember the very literal first thing we saw when we started the game? And I mean like back during case 1? It was a dude painting. And that was a painting of a noodle stand. Bowl and all. So, like... Okay, hang on. And what's this then? People playing poker. Okay, let's print it out. That's weird. This one too. What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden. You think I could just look at that the last of these? Fine by me. Knock yourself out. What does this mean? I mean, if this is what I think it's gonna end up being, if this has anything to do with our last trial, then there is something very seriously weird going on. That looks like a guitarist on fire to me! What the heck? What the heck is all this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Trucy, look at these 3 sketches! Do you notice anything? Anything strange about them at all? Poker, noodle cart, burning guitarist. There. Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then The events that transpired during the Gaviner's concert. What could it mean? How could he have drawn those? And why? That's what I want to know! Wait. Is Drew Masham your father? Give me a break. Does that even seem remotely possible to you? I appreciate the attempt at a drama bomb there. Never even heard of Drew Masham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases drawn on his canvases. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Masham? And what did he have to do with me? This is very interesting indeed. Huh. Okay. I guess we're heading to court. Wish me luck.